Class 7 Chemistry, Chapter 4 Atomic Structure. Good morning, students. As the name suggests, in this chapter we will be discussing regarding the structure of an atom. Dear students, as you know that every matter, the smallest identity of every matter, it is the atom. So we can say that an atom is the smallest unit of matter, and you already know some of the characteristics of matter or atom, like atom is the smallest particle of an element which shows all the properties of an element. The atoms take part in all chemical changes. Atoms are neutral as they contain the same number of electrons and protons. And you know what electrons are, what protons are. We know that in an atom, the central part, it is called nucleus, and it carries two subatomic particles, namely protons and neutrons. Now protons are generally positively charged particles, okay, and around this nucleus the electrons, they revolve. So I'm just writing here electrons, E I have put over there, and there can be more than one path around the nucleus, okay. So in first shell maximum 2 electrons can be there, then in second shell some more electrons can be accommodated, and all these electrons, they do carry a negative charge. Now you know, because of the negative charge and because of the positive charge, the atom as a whole is neutral, okay. So in the given diagram, how many electrons I have drawn? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So if 7 electrons I have drawn over there, so how many protons will be there? Yes, it will be 7 positive charge inside the nucleus, okay. And all these 7 plus and all these 7 negative particles will constitute a total 0 charge. That's why it is said that atoms are neutral species, okay. So now you know the position of the nucleus, and this n is neutron, okay. And neutron generally they don't carry any charge. Now let us draw the atom of carbon. Now you know, students, then in a carbon, first I am drawing this nucleus, a bigger nucleus I am drawing so that I can show you the number of protons and neutrons there. So in a carbon, the atomic number of carbon is 6. So what does the atomic number means? It is the number of electrons. So I am going to draw 6 electrons. I told you that in first shell maximum 2 electrons you can put over there, okay. Then we have, I'm just putting negative here. Then we have how many total? Total 6 I need to draw, okay. So 2 in first shell, 2 electrons in first shell, and 4 electrons in second shell I have drawn over there. Now regarding the proton size, I already told you that number of electrons and number of protons, it should be same. So how many protons we are going to have here? It will be 6. Okay, but they are localized into the center, and this center region is called the nucleus. Okay, and now how many neutrons are there? So it is also 6. But students, it is not necessary that number of protons and neutrons will be same. In this example of carbon, it is by chance that the number of neutrons and protons are same, but it is not a rule. Okay, the rule says that the number of protons and electrons will always be the same. So this was our carbon atom, and the symbol of carbon is C, capital C. Likewise, students, you can draw for oxygen, you can draw for hydrogen, you can draw for other elements. The electrons, they keep revolving around the nucleus. Now let us see what are molecules. Now students, molecules are made when two or more than two atoms come closer and make a single identity. Let us see by taking the example of water molecule. So in water molecule, you see what is the formula of water? So basically it is H2O. So it means in this single water molecule, 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen is present. Okay. For example, I am drawing the rough sketch of this H2O molecule. This bigger ball I have drawn for the oxygen, and 2 small balls I have shown you for the hydrogen. So this is a hydrogen atom, and this was also a hydrogen atom, and this bigger is a oxygen molecule. Okay. So there is a bonding between oxygen and hydrogen once again. Okay, so here what do we see? That in this H2O molecule, 3 atoms, they have come closer to make a single molecule. So from your book, that is from chapter number 4 and page number 49, you can see the molecule. 2 or more atoms of the same or different elements combine together to form a molecule, and from there you can see the characteristics of molecule. Like a molecule is the smallest particle in a chemical element or compound that has the chemical properties of that element or compound. The atoms are bonded to each other by a force of attraction in the molecule. So this thing is a bond, this one. Okay, so basically these are the interactions. Okay, so these are called chemical bond. The molecules do not take part in a chemical change, so it should be a physical change. The molecules do not take part in a physical change. You can make the correction over there. Then all the molecules of an element or compound are similar in properties and structure, but differ from the molecules of other elements or compounds. That that if I talk about water molecule, so the water molecule, the sample of water molecule can be taken from your house or my house. It will be the same. That is, it will always carry 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. But yes, it will be different from other molecules, like molecules of CO2 or molecules of N2 or molecules of O2. Then students, we have generally two types of molecules. In your book, page number 50, you can see molecule of an element and molecule of a compound. So in case of molecule of an element, the number of atoms, it can be 2 or 3 or 4 and more than that also, but the element will be the same. For example, there you can see the hydrogen. Okay, so if I'm drawing the hydrogen over here, so one H is bonded to another H. So how many molecules are there? Atoms are there? It is 2H. So in this single molecule, how many hydrogen atoms are there? 2. But which element is there? Only hydrogen is there. Likewise, we have phosphorus. The structure you can see over there in your book. For phosphorus, the 4 phosphorus atoms, they come together and get joined in this fashion. So I'm drawing the atoms of phosphorus. Okay, so 4 atoms of phosphorus, they have joined together. So it is also P, that is phosphorus atom. So how many phosphorus atoms are there? 4. Okay, but this whole is a single molecule. Okay, so 4 atoms of the same element, they are coming closer. So this can be an example of a molecule of an element. So here in this example you can see that the element is same. So in this case phosphorus is the element and in this case hydrogen is the element. Some more examples are there, like oxygen, O2. So how many atoms are there? 2 atoms are there, but both the atoms, they belong to the oxygen element. Likewise in sulfur, what is the molecular formula for sulfur? It is S8, means 8 atoms of sulfur, they are coming closer to make a single molecule of sulfur. Okay, so all these examples like H2, P4, O2, S8, they are the examples of a molecule of an element. Now let us see the examples of molecule of a compound. So already I gave you an example like H2O. Okay, so this is a single molecule where either 2 elements or more than 2 elements can be present. So in this water molecule, how many elements are present? 2. One element's name is hydrogen, another element's name is oxygen. So this is an example of a molecule of a compound. You know why it is called compound? Compound means mixture, complex. Okay, so here 2 different elements or more than 2 elements can be present. Some more examples can be there, like glucose, which have got the formula like C6H12O6. so this is a single molecule of glucose. You know what glucose is? Okay, energy provider, you can see. So this is a glucose molecule. So in this one single molecule of glucose, how many atoms of carbon are there? 6. How many hydrogen atoms are there? 12. How many oxygen atoms are there? It is 6. Okay, and if I ask you how many elements are there, so you will say that it is 3 elements. One is of carbon, another one is of hydrogen, and another one is of oxygen. So total 3 elements you can see. So that's why it has been termed as a compound, a molecule of a compound. So students, this is all for today. Goodbye.